Every year, Americans spend over $50 billion on organic food, believing it's healthier, safer, and more nutritious. But what if I told you that some of the biggest claims about organic food are scientifically questionable? Today, we're diving deep into the organic food industry to separate fact from fiction and help you decide if that premium price tag is worth it. The organic food market has exploded over the past 2 decades, growing from a niche hippie movement to a mainstream lifestyle choice. Supermarkets dedicate entire aisles to organic products, and celebrities swear by them. But here's the thing. Just because something is marketed as natural and pure doesn't automatically make it better for your health or the environment. I'm going to break down the real science behind organic food, examine the regulations, costs, and environmental impact, so you can make informed decisions about what you put in your grocery cart. First, let's understand what organic actually means. According to USDA regulations, organic crops must be grown without synthetic pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, or GMOs. Organic livestock can't receive antibiotics or growth hormones and must have access to pasture. Sounds great, right? But here's where it gets complicated. Organic farmers can still use certain approved pesticides and chemicals. They're just derived from natural sources. For example, copper sulfate, which is toxic to fish and can accumulate in soil, is perfectly acceptable in organic farming. The natural label doesn't always mean safer. So, let's tackle the big question. Is organic food actually more nutritious? A landmark 2012 meta-analysis from Stanford University reviewed over 200 studies and concluded there were no consistent, significant nutritional benefits to choosing organic. They looked at vitamins and minerals, finding the differences were largely negligible for the average consumer. This doesn't mean there are differences. Some studies, like a major 2014 meta-analysis, found organic crops had higher concentrations of certain antioxidants like polyphenols and lower levels of nitrates. The theory is that without synthetic pesticides, plants produce more of these protective compounds. However, these variations are often too small to be clinically significant. Where organic consistently comes out ahead, however, is in pesticide exposure. This is a primary reason many people make the switch. The data is clear. A prominent 2018 study found that people who frequently ate organic food had significantly lower levels of pesticides in their urine. Switching to an organic diet for just 1 week can reduce these markers by an average of 60%. But here's the crucial context. The pesticide levels in conventional food are almost always well below the strict safety thresholds set by regulatory agencies like the EPA. These limits are set hundreds of times lower than amounts shown to cause harm. So, while organic reduces your exposure, the exposure from conventional produce is already considered safe. It's like the difference between using an umbrella in a light drizzle versus just walking through it. You might get a little wet, but you're not in danger. The scientific consensus is clear. The health benefits of eating a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, organic or not, far outweigh any potential risks. Many people choose organic for environmental reasons, but the reality is more nuanced. This brings us to the land use dilemma. Studies show organic farms often require 20 to 25% more land to produce the same amount of food. This yield gap exists because organic standards prohibit synthetic fertilizers that accelerate growth and synthetic pesticides that prevent crop loss. It's a trade-off, a more natural process, but often a less productive harvest. On a global scale, this is a significant challenge. To feed a growing population, that extra land has to come from somewhere, often by converting vital natural habitats like forests into farmland. This can mean more deforestation, a loss of critical carbon sinks, and immense pressure on our planet's ecosystems. However, looking only at land use misses a huge part of the picture. At the farm level, organic practices build healthier ecosystems. Using compost and cover crops increases soil organic matter, improving water retention and preventing erosion. These farms also support more wildlife, especially crucial pollinators like bees. Crucially, by avoiding synthetic fertilizers, organic farming prevents runoff that fuels massive algal blooms. These blooms deplete oxygen in water, creating vast aquatic dead zones like the one in the Gulf of Mexico. Ultimately, the organic label isn't a simple guarantee of sustainability. The environmental footprint varies dramatically. A small, local organic farm using no-till methods has a different impact than a large-scale industrial organic operation that relies on heavy tillage, which releases soil carbon, and ships products thousands of miles. The key takeaway is that specific farming practices often matter more than the label itself. A truly sustainable system will likely integrate the best techniques from both worlds. Let's talk about your wallet. Organic food typically costs 20 to 40% more than conventional options, with some items like organic eggs or meat costing double. Why? Lower yields, more labor-intensive farming methods, smaller-scale operations, and premium marketing all contribute to higher prices. For a family of 4, switching to all-organic groceries could add $1,500, $2,000 to their annual food budget. That's a significant amount that could be invested in other health-promoting activities like gym memberships, better healthcare, or simply buying more fresh produce overall, even if it's conventional. So how can you shop smart without emptying your wallet? A great starting point is the Dirty Dozen list from the Environmental Working Group. It identifies non-organic produce with the highest pesticide residues. Think of items with thin, edible skins like strawberries, peaches, and grapes, or leafy greens like spinach. Because these surfaces are directly exposed, prioritizing the organic versions of these can significantly reduce your pesticide intake. On the flip side, the Clean 15 list highlights conventionally grown items with the lowest residues. Produce with tough, inedible peels like avocados, pineapples, and sweet corn are great examples. Their natural barriers protect the part you eat. Onions and asparagus also fall into this category, making them safer bets when buying conventional. This strategy helps you allocate your organic budget where it matters most. Beyond selective buying, simple preparation makes a huge difference. Thoroughly washing all produce under running water can remove significant surface-level residue. For firm items like potatoes or apples, using a vegetable brush is even more effective. And don't worry about fancy produce washes, studies show that plain tap water works just as well. But let's not lose sight of the most important message. The nutritional benefits of a diet rich in fruits and vegetables are immense, drastically outweighing the potential risks from pesticide residues. The key is abundance and variety. So whether your cart is filled with all organic, all conventional, or a smart mix of both, the real victory is simply eating more plants. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Let's bust some common organic food myths. Myth number 1, organic food doesn't contain any chemicals. False. Everything is made of chemicals, including water. Organic farmers use approved natural pesticides and fertilizers. Myth number 2, organic food lasts longer. Actually, it often spoils faster because it doesn't contain certain preservatives. Myth number 3, organic food is always local. Many organic products travel thousands of miles, sometimes having a larger carbon footprint than local conventional food. The key is understanding that organic is a production method, not a guarantee of superiority in every aspect. So, is organic food worth it? The answer depends on your priorities and budget. If you're concerned about pesticide exposure and can afford the premium, organic might be worth it for certain products. If you're on a tight budget, you'll get more nutritional bang for your buck by simply eating more fruits and vegetables, regardless of how they're grown. The most important factors for a healthy diet are eating a variety of whole foods, plenty of fruits and vegetables, and maintaining a balanced approach. Don't let the organic versus conventional debate prevent you from eating healthy foods. A conventional apple is infinitely better than no apple at all. What's your take on organic food? Have you noticed any real differences in taste or how you feel? Drop a comment below and let me know your experience. If this video helped you make sense of the organic food debate, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition content. And remember, the best diet is one that's sustainable, affordable, and enjoyable for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.